Hello everybody, welcome to Tom's Tips, and this is another special tip. We're dragging it out of the treasure trove to give to Dafty, DIY Dafty. He's a member of our forum and he wants to know how to flash the tiles on his roof. He's got a roof and an abutment roof that was tiled or is tiled, and it's never been leaded at one side, so he wants to know how does he go about leading it. So we're going to show him. But we'll have to simulate this because I'm not doing a tiled roof myself, and if you have to wait for that, we might be waiting a good while and it never happens. So we'll have to simulate the situation from in the workshop, from in the studios here in Holly Wigan, and make do with a made to look like a brick wall with some made to look like lead, what we can find. But it's the same principle, whether you're using lead or plastic or cardboard in our case, it's the same principle. So let's get to it. So what we're using as our lead is a beer case wrapping. Now it's 12 inches wide, or roughly thereabouts, so we'll simulate this as 12-inch lead, rolled lead. So you cut it off at wherever you're going to do it. There's 2 or 3 ways you can do this, but we're going to do this as what they call the step flash method. So if you've got 12 inches, you want half on one wall and half on the other wall. So you just get your lead and make an L shape out of it. Like that. Half on, half and half. Not quite half that, but it's not quite that as well, so there's a joint there, a bloody... Hold on, it might be better using that joint. Yeah, we'll use that joint as it is. The size is not vastly important, so we'll go for that. That's the shape we want. And we'll go over to our simulated wall now. There's our simulated wall. This being a brick wall and this being a tiled area, but it could be a tiled area or it could be a plastic area or whatever it is. So we're putting that against your brick wall and that against your tiles. Now we want to mark each and every one of these joints. And you can use anything you like that's got a straight edge. Usually a piece of wood is good, isn't it? So you can get the line of that joint. You can line that joint up through there and mark it across. And then, if you was in a working situation, you'd probably have a scaffolding plank balancing between 2 trestles. So then you'd take this piece of lead down to your scaffolding plank and work on it there, which we're going to do now. So this is our bit of lead, and these are the brick joints, this being the bottom one. So we want a line like that, but we're not going right to the corner because that we need a water line. Water line meaning that part of where the water will go. Why is that? So in this case we're going to go for, that's about 1 inch. then from that edge there to where that meets the water line, we're going to make those corners. Now then, we're going to cut this line here, but this line here we're going to make an allowance because they'll be folding in the joints, so we're going to keep on there about 3/4 of an inch. Or that, because that's folded in. But you cut straight to the corner. So get your tin snips. And these are your bits of scrap cardboard. So you then need those folded in, because that's going in your joint to stop the water ingress. And we need to go back to the wall. We are now back at the wall, and you can see I've folded those the wrong way, haven't I? You want to go that way. So that now those laps will go in the joints once we've grinded them out. So you'd have to mark from there where you need to grind out and grind them out with the grinder. And slip that joint in there, put that down to your tiles, and then cement these up. And then, you know, you can make this up to about 1 metre long really, but not more than 1 metre, because lead moves. When it gets warm it expands and it moves, and it'll creep about and get to it. But that's how you've got to weather it. This is your tiled area, so that just pats down, forms your tiles, cement that in, and bob's your ante. So I hope that helps you DIY Dafty, and anything you want to know about anything, see a plumber first. If you saw a roofer, you wouldn't have a fucking clue. Right.